Welcome to the virtual house. In this lesson, we're learning some vocabulary for the model sentence, go and grab your blank. This model was chosen by a small group cohort that wanted to learn this sentence to use with their families as they're leaving the house in the morning. As in, go and grab your homework, or go and grab your jacket. This lesson lives in the entryway. Click the green thumbs up to enter the lesson for the model sentence, go and grab your blank. When learning Yurok, we need to think of things through a Yurok lens. Yurok is a verb-based language. Let's visit the virtual classroom for a reminder about what that means. In English, people, places, and things are nouns. Think back to some of the first words you learned in English. Ball, toy, mom. When you got to preschool, you probably learned about adjectives to describe these nouns. Numbers, colors, shapes, and sizes. But Yurok is a verb-based language. We show action. We don't even have a word for things like I'm sorry, because in Yurok culture, that's not something that you say, that's something that you show by taking action to make the offense right through payment. We do have verbs that act like nouns and verbs that act like adjectives. For instance, the word we use for shirt actually means to put a shirt on. The word for hat actually means to put a hat on. The word for an elder woman actually means to be an elder woman, and so on. Some animal names you may have heard work the same way. They're describing the look of the animal, where it hangs out, what it eats, what it sounds like, or perhaps how it behaves. In Yurok, words like colors, sizes, and numbers that you may think of as adjectives in English or describing words are also verbs. Rather than thinking of something as small in Yurok, we say it's being small. Rather than thinking of something as red, we say it's being red. For this reason, our color system and our number system get very detailed, and we'll go into that in a later village. Please take a minute to look at the videos on the slide, and then look around the room. How would you describe that object next to you? What's its purpose? What does it look like? Does it make a sound? In the Yurok worldview, we understand that things other than people have a spirit and are living. The way we put these words together shows that. It lets us know that we have a responsibility to care for other things than ourselves. Did you know the Yurok word for coyote is segep? When eg is added after the first sound in a Yurok word, it means something is happening habitually. If you remove it, you're left with sep, which is short for sepala. Segep, habitually in prairies. Did you know the Yurok word for river otter is nepetwishne? It's actually two words squished together, nepetwish and ne. Nepetwish means fish. When you add an eg after the first sound in a Yurok word, it means something is happening habitually. The n here has to do with eating. Nepetwishne, habitual fish eater. Did you know the word for flicker in Yurok is pegoi? When you add an eg after the first sound in a Yurok word, it means something is happening habitually. If you remove it, you're left with poi, short for poiko, the woman's chin tattoo sometimes called 111 in English. Pegoi, habitually tatted on the chin. Did you know the Yurok word for bald eagle is pergish? Pergish. When you add an eg sound after the first sound in a Yurok word, it means something is happening habitually. If you remove it, you're left with pish, which is short for pishkat, pergish, habitually near the ocean. Now that we've watched those videos of the animal names, think about how that differs from the English way of thinking about them. Listen to this elder audio using the 3 times method. The first time through, just listen. The second time through, listen and then copycat. And the third time through, try to lip sync along with the speaker. Just listen.
I am there.
Listen and then copycat.
I am there.
Try to lip sync.
I am there.
Make sure to listen for glottal stops.
I am there.
Try to use this method every time you see elder audio. Just as the word for put on shoes can mean shoes or put on a hat can mean hat, at temer means write, but it can also mean paper. Listen.
Na'oi.
Copycat.
Na'oi.
Lip sync.
Na'oi. Na'oi.
Again, in the way that at temer means write, but can be used for paper, na'oyek means I put on my shoes, and na'oi means shoes.
I am there.
Na'oi.
Part 2 coming soon.